Welcome to the Wall of Hype. This week's featured artist, Gigi from Shop Gigi Customs. Alright guys, let's get into it. So Gigi has most of her work based on cartoons, a lot of Disney, Pixar type themed shoes. She doesn't only do shoes, she does, bags, purses, other things. But she sticks with, the cartoon style. And she does a great job with it. So I went ahead and I picked some shoes that that caught my attention. And I'm going to go over why I feel that these are top picks for me. And so we'll start with this one. Our first custom from her is from Finding Nemo. You got Nemo and Dory. So, if you look at the detail, the brightness, the fade, the gradient, and just keep in mind this is all done by hand. And just the shoes. How they, the scale is correct. The flowers under the sea, the plants, I should say. The scale compared to the fish, the water on both shoes. You can see that there's texture on the octopus. The octopus's, the tentacles, the detail there. Most people would think this is a fairly simple shoe. It is, but it's also, the way she composed it, the way she positioned the characters, the background she gave it, the effect she gave it, the gradient in the actual water. To me, it's very crisp, very clean. You can see around a couple things I wanted to point out. You can see around here how she actually took the time to go around and actually paint the entire part here. You can see all the edges. Very, very cool shoes, very cool art. I love this kind of stuff. It takes me back to my childhood, and then it also kind of puts it back into perspective for me with my son, and just to always remember he's still a kid. But for the most part, this is her style. This is what she does. This is what she's known for, especially Vans. She loves working with Disney on Vans. This one isn't Disney, but this is a throwback for me. And this kind of takes me back, I should say, to, watching, Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, 90s type show. For some of you who don't know, Will Smith. Here are the shoes, the colors, very vibrant. The fact that she went in on the actual portraits of every single character in here. Clean, the edges, crisp, clean, very, very well done portrait. Look at the outline, the white outline around each one to kind of amplify, give it that break from its background itself. But yeah, the colors are great. The effects she gets on like, look at the shirt, the stripes, very cool effects. Very well done shoe. One of my favorites because it is a throwback. Takes you back to my times when I would watch the show. But overall, just great work, portrait work. Just the use of color and how vibrant she has them on her actual shoes. Next one here is a shoe that I thought we can go back on this, but this shoe, the amount of detail that's on here, obviously this is a personalized type shoe for someone's wedding, but it's Rapunzel and Flynn, And it's kind of like, if you see along the edge, very subtle, but yet the detail is there, so you can get a better angle of it. Portrait again, super cool, super cool. Here it is, little details like this, subtle hints, and then just the tone of the shoe, the colors she chose, the colors combine very well. Sometimes combining colors, while it may seem simple, does take some work, does take some effort, especially when you're freehanding and you're mixing paints and you're trying to match them up and all that. I mean, it takes time, it takes some experience, trial and error, of course, but a lot of experience to make sure that your palette is fine, that your palette works. You want to make sure that your palette always works when you're doing artwork. You don't want to be all over the place unless that's your intent and that's just the concept theme of the actual shoe. But overall, I mean, artwork is great. I think she showed on this one, she showed the process, which is what caught my eye. Here you see her in a video freehanding. And portraits are hard. And, you can see she's taking her time with it. It takes time. Here she's sketching it in. Let's see if we can get some more stuff. Paint, I'll sketch with pencil first. And by the way, guys, I mean, I'm sure there's prep work that went into this, so don't just think that she just started painting on the actual shoe. But as you can see, hand painted, time consuming. There's effort here. There's also experience that goes here too as well. But overall, one of my favorites, just because color palette, portrait, how she ties in, the type of Disney wedding with someone's actual wedding, I think was awesome. And that's that for that shoe. The next shoe I have here, because she is Disney, I wanted to bring in Mickey and Minnie and, Donald, because Donald and Pluto are actually my favorite character, Disney, Mickey Clubhouse type characters. Just my favorite. But, you couldn't say that this artist does or works or enjoys working on Christmas, on Disney shoes, without having a mention of Mickey, Minnie, Pluto, Donald. Pretty cool shoes, very well done. I like them. Again, composition of them, colors, just on point. She really does have an eye for this kind of stuff. Next shoe we have is Toy Story shoes. We got 3 pairs of Vans. We have Woody with Bullseye. We got Jessie with Slinky the dog. We got Buzz Lightyear. She tied in a group of shoes, not a pair, but different pairs of shoes together with this theme. And I think she did a great job. I'm assuming the smaller shoe is for maybe the kid, but like Buzz Lightyear. I'm assuming the medium-sized pair is for the mom with Jessie, and the larger size shoe is for the father, Woody. Pretty cool stuff. I like the concept. I like the theme. I think she did an excellent job on these. And yeah, boom. There you go. Dad, mom, son, family. That's what it's about. It's about family. So I like this one. Is I would say, if not my favorite, it's a tie between these and these. I'm just drawn to the monochrome black and white shoes, and I think that these shoes are cool. But because she's a Disney creative type artist, I just think that I would have to go with the Mickey, Steamboat Willie and Mickey type thing here. These are dope, and you know, working with grayscale is not easy. Sometimes it's easier to work with color than to work with gradients and have grayscale. It's not easy, and I think these shoes by far they have to be my favorite of hers because it's Disney. But if it weren't Disney, I would have to go back here and keep the Freddy Krueger, Chucky, Jason shoes. Just because these shoes, I mean, I would rock these shoes. These shoes are dope. It doesn't have to be Halloween. I would just rock these because they look hard. But big ups to Gigi for these. I love these. But I really do, you know, I really do like these monochromatic Steamboat Willie, you know, Mickey Mouse Vans here. As you can see, a lot of the shoes that we touched on today, if not all, are all Vans. So if you want a pair of Vans, you know this artist can get down on Vans. And you know that this party can get down with your Disney themes. So to me, it's a no-brainer. You got some Vans you want art on? Shop Gigi Customs is a one for you. And you guys, visit her page. And this will wrap this week's featured artist on Wall of Hype. Once again, subscribe, like, and if you know some artists out there that you would want to put on this platform, please DM us, please email us, leave a comment below, subscribe, like. Even if it's a negative comment, man, just leave it there. We'll get to it and we'll reply. We're not shy about that. So with that, you guys, that's it. I'm out till next week. Peace.